Hey everyone, welcome back to Arijit Talk Sports. This is Arijit, and today I'm talking about why I believe Max Verstappen needs to leave Red Bull in order to win a world championship. So, without any delay, let's begin. When it comes to Max Verstappen, I have said on this channel multiple times that I believe Max Verstappen is the most talented young driver on the grid right now. Across the grid, I would say he's number two behind Lewis Hamilton, and I have no doubt when I say that I believe he's better than Charles Leclerc. I believe he's better than every other young driver that is on the grid right now. So when you're talking about greatness like this, you just expect them to be a world champion in the future. और मुझे कोई डाउट नहीं है कि मैक्स वर्स्टैपेन वर्ल्ड चैंपियन बनेगा, बिकॉज आई मीन इतना ज़्यादा टैलेंट है और जिस तरीके से आई थिंक ही हैज़ इम्प्रूव्ड. आई मीन स्टार्टिंग में व्हेन ही स्टार्टेड रेसिंग इन Formula 1 बैक इन 2016, ही हैड अ लॉट ऑफ टैलेंट एंड दैट टैलेंट वाज ऑन फुल डिस्प्ले, बट he was very inconsistent with his performances and with his results. बहुत बार क्रैश कर जाता था because he was too aggressive. But I think over the years उस aggressiveness को he has balanced that out with calm, with composure. और उसकी वजह से I mean he uses that aggressiveness, but you know he knows when to use that aggressiveness, और उसकी वजह से he has matured over these last 4 years and he has become an even better driver. So with talent he now has experience, and I think definitely at the top of Formula 1 जाने के लिए पूरा potential है Max Verstappen के लिए. Even his performances this season have been beyond amazing, जैसा मैंने अपने last video में बोला था. So with this fact firmly established कि Max Verstappen is soon to be the top guy in Formula 1 and is probably the second best behind Lewis Hamilton right now. Well, why hasn't he won the world championship, or why hasn't he come close to winning the world championship in the last 4 years since his debut? So obviously Mercedes and their continued dominance and Lewis Hamilton's continued dominance बहुत बड़ा factor है. तो what is Max Verstappen lacking? Because I believe starting में talent के साथ थोड़ा सा poise कम था, थोड़ा सा control कम था, that he has made up for in the last 4 years. What he needs is a good car, a car which can compete with Lewis Hamilton's car. Okay. तो Red Bull के बारे में अगर बात करते हैं तो Red Bull I believe have consistently failed him over the last 4 years, and I am saying this because अगर आप Max Verstappen के talent को देखो, that's a talent that a world champion has, right? He is a definite world champion. और इस समय we have been consistently robbed, और Max Verstappen also has been consistently been robbed of a chance to fight with Lewis Hamilton for the world championship, because Red Bull के पास ऐसा कार नहीं है जो Mercedes को टक्कर दे सकता है. When you talk about 2016, 2017, 2018, even 2019, Red Bull weren't even the second best car on the grid. There was Mercedes, there was Ferrari, they were in the league of their own, and then there was Red Bull. So here's a driver who, if you put him in the best car, he can, or even in a car which can compete with the best, he can go ahead and win the world championship. He's that good. तो आप उसको ऐसा कार नहीं दे सकते जो बेस्ट के साथ compete नहीं कर सकता. So that is why I've always believed he needs to move away from Red Bull. And I have believed this because year after year, Red Bull have just really disappointed him, and he has not got a car which can finally compete with Lewis Hamilton over all these years. Despite having all that talent, he has never really been a threat to Lewis Hamilton. तो Max Verstappen को करना क्या चाहिए? Okay, थोड़ा सा Red Bull के बारे में बात करते हैं. जैसे हमने बोला कि थर्ड बेस्ट कार रहा है इस साल. They have done a great job because Ferrari have had their fall from grace. So Red Bull are the second best car on the grid. But Red Bull में बहुत ज़्यादा problems है. I believe कि when it comes to strategies, Red Bull haven't been the worst team. I mean, I think कि Ferrari के strategy, Ferrari gets the strategy wrong much more times than Red Bull gets it wrong. They are not as good as Mercedes when it comes to strategy. I believe Mercedes do the best job, but Red Bull would be second in there. I mean, among the top teams. So strategy का, and talking about pit stops, they have the fastest pit stops. So वो कोई problem है नहीं. Problem है the car that they give. Pace नहीं रहता है. And secondly, I believe कि the technical difficulties and the mechanical failures that Max Verstappen faces, in multiple races in a season, it's just so hard to watch because abhi last 2 weeks he has had mechanical problems and he has not been able to finish the race. Just when it was looking that he might be a challenge to the Mercedes in the World Championship, all those failures, mechanical failures, just takes him out of the equation. उसके पहले भी अगर आप पिछले बहुत सारे सीजन्स को देखो तो Max Verstappen has had a lot of did not finishes. So you can't give a car which A does not have the pace to fight with the Mercedes, which is the top car on the grid, has mechanical failures, to a man who is probably the second most talented guy on the grid and who can easily give the guy who's winning the world championship every time a run for his money. So लगातार बहुत ज़्यादा disappointment के बाद भी Max Verstappen has continued to be loyal to Red Bull, and I don't think कि वो publicly उसने बोला है कभी भी कि वो move away करना चाहता है. But I think he should be thinking. Now, 2022 regulations आने वाले, जिसके बाद वो sweeping regulations होने वाले, उसके बाद we don't know which car is going to be the top car. So obviously, if he's waiting around for that, if he's waiting around for this 2022 regulations, then he might be doing the right thing. But again, even after 2022, which I believe is going to happen, I believe Mercedes will continue to dominate even after 2022, and I believe Ferrari are going to improve after 2022 because they are going to see this and they are going to work hard and they are going to improve. So I do believe even after 2022, Mercedes and Ferrari will be the top two cars. That's just what I think. Obviously, it's not based on any facts, but that's just what I believe. कि Mercedes जो इतना अच्छा कर रहा है, they're not going to let up. Ferrari are going to try and improve. And Red Bull will, again be probably the third best car. और जिस तरीके से mechanical failures there, and that's just very disappointing to see. Looking at their continued mechanical failures and their failure to deliver Verstappen a car which can compete with the Mercedes at the top, I believe Verstappen should really be thinking, because I believe कि देखो definitely he will be a world champion very soon, उसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. बट अगर वो जल्दी से जल्दी वर्ल्ड चैंपियन बनना चाहता, अगर वो जो ये यंग जनरेशन है फॉर्मूला 1 का विच विल टेक ओवर आफ्टर हैमिल्टन गोस, उसमें वो सबसे पहले वर्ल्ड चैंपियन बनना चाहता है. इफ हैमिल्टन इज स्टिल अराउंड और वो हैमिल्टन को टक्कर देना चाहता है, इफ ही वांट्स टू विन अ वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप एंड हैमिल्टन इज स्टिल अराउंड, ही डेफिनेटली नीड्स टू चेंज हिज टीम. अगर वो मर्सिडीज में जाए जहाँ पे हैमिल्टन रहे, he can beat Hamilton. अगर Hamilton 37-38 है, he can definitely beat Hamilton and get a world championship. तो उसके लिए बहुत बड़ा चीज़ होगा, उसके legacy के लिए बहुत बड़ा चीज़ होगा कि he beat a 7-8 time world champion by then. Lewis Hamilton might be a 8 time world champion by then. So he will always be able to say that. और young generation में if he wants to be the first, जो कि एक और चीज़ बहुत बड़ा होगा उसके legacy के लिए. So if he is thinking that way, if he wants to be the world champion and if he wants to be the world champion very soon and at the earliest, which I think Max Verstappen is thinking, because that's just how he is. उसका जितना aggressive driving, I believe उतना aggressive उसका सोच भी होगा. He has the true champion's mindset. So if he's thinking that way, then I truly believe, based on what I've seen, that Max Verstappen needs to at least be thinking about moving away from Red Bull. And if I was in his place, I'd be looking at a move to Mercedes very soon. So with that, we can end the video. Comment section में comment करके बताओ कि क्या आपको लगता है Max Verstappen needs to leave Red Bull in order to win a world championship? Do you agree with me? और अगर आपको मजा आया तो please like, comment, share and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one as always.